Hey guys, welcome back to the SW7 YouTube. Today we're going to be jumping on one of our FBB sessions, so we haven't actually done that on the YouTube yet. This program is for people who have a little bit more time to give the training, like myself, so it's a 6-day per week program. I usually do about 5 days of that, just give you some variety around the running or the erg conditioning. It's one of those programs which is going to be good for chasing some strength, some endurance, some fitness, some muscle gain as well. So it's a tasty program. We're going to take you to the lowers today. I'm here with my partner in crime, Warbs. It's week 4 on the program, so we are jumping in about mid-intensity, but it is a live program. So if you like what you see, feel free to jump on live. Okay, so superset number 1, we're going for a bit of power. So we've got some bodyweight seated box jumps and pogos. Now, this isn't a rugby session, but I'm a firm believer that everyone should try and keep a stimulus for power in. So I really like pogos from like a ankle stiffness, calf capacity kind of point of view. Really good to transfer to kind of running. So if you're into your functional fitness, if you're doing some high roxes, if you enjoy running, pogo should be in the program. I'm a big fan of those. And I think everyone should still have some kind of jump in there as well. It's really good to be able to coordinate your body like that and obviously generate force quickly too. So we've got some box jumps, we've got some pogos. That's a bit of a standard with my programming. Even if you're not a rugby athlete, I still want to see some kind of power in the program. So we've got 3 sets. We've got 3 reps on the bodyweight seated box jumps, and we've got 15 reps on the pogos. We've been building them up over the last few weeks. So I think week 1 was probably 8 reps. So we've just been kind of building into that capacity. If you don't like pogos, what we can do, so 15, you're not going to have like max effort pogos. It's a bit more kind of low intensity play. So we're just looking at getting off the floor quickly. But being quite reactive with that as well.
We were chatting this the other day, Gas, like I still like jumping. I don't have to like maximally, well, I do want to maximally jump. I don't have to go, see what, I'll explain this some more, because that looks like we're not doing much of a box jump. Now the difference between landing here and me landing on a box here, all I'm really then challenging is my hip mobility to try and get onto a box. If this is a max effort, my hips are still going the same height, and it's a low impact to land, because I'm not coming up from this distance at my age at 37 and landing all the way down here, which can sometimes be tricky on the knees. So it's a really nice way. Good for Gas because he's doing FBB, but if you're an aging athlete and you want to get some power in, but with a low impact landing, just use a low box. But as long as you maximally put force into the ground, you get really good benefits from it. So it's a really nice one for me still as well.
Yeah, definitely. And like I was just saying then, even if you are gen pop, you're not an athlete, I still want to see some kind of jump, some kind of explosive exposure in the program. So if you can't jump up to the box just yet, you can chuck a few plates down, so maybe half the distance, a couple of 20-kilo plates, and just practice jumping up to there. Try and keep the legs as straight as possible, like Warbs was saying, then we want to see the hips going nice and high. But it's really nice to keep that exposure in. I think it's one that a lot of people probably sleep on a little bit. So try and attack it with a flat foot, and I want to hear this kind of stamp. That's just going to recruit everything that we want to see. So if you're kind of soft with it, it's okay, but you want to try and get as much power as possible. So a nice loud is going to be much better for getting that intent.
I was going to jump in on that, Morgs, and this isn't me being a narcissist, trying to show people what I can do. I can do what I can do because of the way I train. So when I retired, I remember we did a test, and it was a drop jump, right? And you've got to drop off like this, you've got to land and jump in the air. I remember I couldn't do it because my knees were so bad when I was coming back from my knee injuries, and because you're doing so much volume running and weight as a rugby player. And now I move a lot better than when I was 28, 29, because the way I train. I was saying to Gas, like, the reason I love putting jumps in is because you still want to live a high quality of life. And if I'm out with my kids, because I train like smart jumps, and I don't want to jump route and be really powerful, but I want to have some level of power. It means, like, honestly, I just showed Gas now, I can jump off a box and I can land. I could never have done that when I was 29, 30, but because I just do a little bit of jumping in my weekly routine, I've got the tendon strength and the resilience that if I'm with my kids and they jump across a stream and I need to jump across a stream with them, I can. So like, I train for everyday life now. I want to be able to play football in the garden with my boy and be good at it and challenge him and play well and have a good laugh together. I don't want to be a dad who can't be active with my kids. So I don't trust myself with volume, I just train smart, but it means you can stay young for longer and live a better quality of life. So If you think that jumps are for only 20-year-olds, no, everybody should jump. You don't have to try and jump on top of things, like that's a lot, but just do smart jumps and then it'll transfer into your everyday quality of life. When you're a dad, it becomes very important to be able to play with your kids as you get older.
Moving into our first kind of main compound of the session. So we've got back squats, that's a bit of a theme for this block. Our main KPI that we are chasing is a 3-rep max in the back squat. So on week 1, we tested our 3-rep max. From there, we've worked out estimated 1 RMs. And then for the first 5 weeks of this program, our main objectives, we've normally got 2 working sets. Now, our main objective for set 1 is to get as many reps as possible at 85%, which is around the 5-rep mark. So what we want to do, I've got a rep range of about 4 to 8 reps or 4 to 6 reps. And what we want to do over the next 5 weeks is try and get as many reps out as possible at 85%. So it's a bit of a different way of utilizing progressive overload. A lot of people will only just chase weight, but this time we're going to be chasing reps on it. Now, I really like it. It means that we can kind of work in a rep range that is a little bit longer. It's not always top end. You feel a little bit fresher from it. And what we're trying to do is just add a rep every single week. So we're on week 4 here. We're on 85%, which the app will tell me for myself is 149 kilos. So we're going to round up at 150. But yeah, we're going to go for 150 kilos, and we're going to see how many reps we can get out today. So hopefully it'll be maybe north of 6 this week.
You'll notice obviously Gassy's on back squat, and that's our primary lift for lower body strength. Now, do not be worried if you don't like back squatting. I personally thought back squat didn't really sit well with me. So those of you who watch this series will know that I've recently been using this a lot. I love the safety bar. Now I put the pins up in case I want to put it down. I like a box squat because I want to know the height that I'm squatting to, and I just feel locked in. For me, safety bar squat just works. I don't chase the weight like Gassy will. I might work between 100 and 140 maximum, but I know that just gives me a good level of strength. I chase strength then on more upper body exercises where I'm not nursing as many injuries. I'm okay on upper body now, but not because I'm nursing the lower back and I don't want to compromise that for everyday life. I just work within a safe range just to keep a good strength level, but not chase it too hard. So don't be shy. If you want to swap an exercise and change it to another squat variation, back squat, safety bar squat, front squat, feel more than you're welcome to, and just use the swap option in the app.
Main set ticked off. I really like doing 2 working sets because you can kind of get yourself mentally amped up for them. So that was our main working set. That's kind of our strength ticked off there for the back squat. So 150 was my 85% on week 1. We've just progressed it over the weeks now. So I just got 8 reps, which I'm buzzing with there. And that's been up from 5. So week 2 was 5 reps. So we managed to bump it up by another 3 reps over the last 4 weeks. So in this accumulation phase, so far, things are moving in the right direction. And so then we move into our second set then, and that's a bit of a back off set then. So that allows us just to get maybe a little bit better movement quality and a bit more volume out as well, just to familiarize yourself with the movement. So we're backing off probably to about 75%, and we're going in the rep range of around 8 to 12 reps. Back squat's done. We're gonna head into our hinging movements. We've got RDLs today. I'm gonna be on the barbell. Warbs on the dumbbells, so we're still following the same session. Obviously, Warbs just making a swap, which is a little bit more lower back friendly. And then I'm chasing some weight. On the barbell, we've got 2 sets, so just 2 big working sets. Our first set, very similar to the back squat. We're going 4 to 6 reps, so a nice heavy RDL, and then we're doing a back off set then, 8 to 10 reps, get a little bit more volume in.
So Gassy's doing barbell. I just make a little swap to dumbbell. Now, I think it's really important to still hinge. So Gassy's chasing this for like a bit more strength. So I'm not going to chase strength now at 37 because it's great Gassy does it, but I just can't do it anymore. So I go dumbbell, which I'm going to strap up because I don't want to worry about my grip, because I just find I can move my center of mass slightly backwards. The dumbbells can track either side of my leg really nicely. I go heavy-ish, but I don't go super heavy. It's a really good, I call it resilience exercise. I think everybody should be able to hinge, because in everyday life we're picking up things all the time. I got kids I need to pick up, so being able to be strong in the hinge, I don't have to be maximally strong, but to be able to have a good level of resilience and strength is still really important. So I'm going to do the 6 rep rep range like Gassy mentioned, but I'm probably going to leave like 3, 4, 5 reps in the tank. I want to be strong enough, but I don't want to chase max strength, so I don't want to risk injury. And look, that's unique to me because I've got a dodgy lower back. That's how I play it.
Okay, moving into some accessory work now. We've kind of ticked off our 2 big rocks in our lower body sessions. We've done our RDLs, we've done our back squats. Chasing some volume on the old leg extension now. Again, 2 working sets. We've done the big compounds demanding stuff now, so really empty the tank on these accessories. That's what they're there for. 2 sets, go balls to the wall. So we've got 2 sets, 10 to 12 reps. I want you to fail somewhere in between there. Again, we're tracking the weights, we're trying to progress them each week. Let's go.
Little coaching nugget for quad extension. So I was chatting to my brother, obviously sports physiotherapist, and I was doing leg extensions in a gym, in a hotel of all places, obviously in a gym. And, he said to me, because I sort of finished a set, he said, was that to failure? I said, yeah, it was. He goes, no, it wasn't. And he said, your quads are so much stronger, because he does all this testing with players when they return to injury from ligament injuries, and they test their quad strength. Your quad strength is a lot stronger in the bottom half of the rep than the top half. So just because you can't finish a rep getting to the top doesn't mean you're at true failure, because you've still got a lot on the tank in this first 45-degree angle. So I've got a set of 10 to 12. On my last set, I'm going to go to failure, which is, we endorse this a lot of the time. Not every set, just the last set of an exercise. Now, I'm going to do my 10 to 12. Once I finish my 10 to 12 and I just grind out that final top rep, full range of motion, I'm going to put it back down. I'm going to aim in just to go max reps, just bottom half. And I feel my quads, they're a totally different feeling after that compared to when I finish at the top. There's still more in the tank in the bottom half. So we'll give it a go now. Oh, so I could have easily left that on 12 on the full range of motion, but I got another 8 partials in. So just for the last set, give it a go in your next one. Just go for partials, just to finish once you finish your full range of motion reps, and you'll just take yourself that little bit closer to actual true failure.
This program, this program is perfect for stuff like that as well. Like, we're not worrying about game fatigue. We're not worrying about like volumes throughout a week because we haven't got to perform on the weekend. This is more of a Gen Pop program. We can chase absolute fatigue. We can use these intensity techniques. This is all about maximizing growth in the accessory exercise. So I've got to follow suit with Warbs now and empty the tank. Oh, bro, those partials are grim.
Huh? Oh, man, they're horrendous.
What the fuck?
I'm glad Morgs has got that. Genuine, when I did it with Ben, I was like, oh, go on, let's give this a go. I was like, now that is a set of quads. Do you know what I mean? You think you got more. How many extras do you get in?
Like, I lost count. I just kind of went like this.
Maybe just 6 to 8? Yeah,
6 to 8. Just closed my eyes and went for it.
But it just makes you realise how much more you've still got in the quads, you know?
It's like all up here.
Yeah, they feel full now, don't they? Yeah. Okay, so to finish, we're going to do a single leg calf raise and a kneeling cable crunch. So find a platform, so you do want to get some good flexion in your ankle, and just do single leg calf raise. We've got this for 10s, I believe, Gas. Both legs, of course, and then we're going to superset this with a cable rope curl. This is just focusing on the abs. Make this a bit heavier than you think. Extend the spine up and just crunch with your spine all the way in and come back out. Just superset this to finish the session.
You'd be surprised how heavy you can go on this as well. So don't be shy. It might take a week or two just to get used to the technique because it is a bit of a weird one. But once you get the technique right, you can load it nicely, which is why we like using it so much. What I'm looking for with Warbs, really nice coaching cue. I want him to hollow his back out. Think sad cat, happy cat, or angry cat, whatever it is. You want to hollow this out, and then imagine getting those bottom ribs into your pockets. So really crunch through. Keeping the hips fixed as well. A lot of people sink their hips down and through, which takes the load off. I want them to stay fixed. All the movement is just coming through here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That's been Lower Body on week 4 of the Functional Bodybuilding Programme. I'm actually following this program live myself. I've written it. I've also been doing it for the last 12 weeks. This is exactly how I train. A real nice combination of fitness, strength, and aesthetics. So if that's what you're in for, jump on the program, join us live, and I'll see you in the next one.